Hey guys, and thank you for watching my latest video on Let's Push Forward. Today I want to talk about a really big subject, big topic in my life, and that's love. So what does love mean to me? Basically, if someone told me about 3-4 months ago that I wasn't going to die of a broken heart, I would have thought they were lying. Love to me has been one of the most hurtful things ever, but also it's given me some of the most beautiful experiences in my life too. So it's always it's a bittersweet subject, but it's something that I really, that's love in relationships, but it's something I really want to explore and want to talk about, because I feel there's a lot of people that I talk to and that have contacted me or reached out that are going through some tough times, that have had their heart broken, and I just want to let everyone know that it does get better. If I could take that pain away from anybody and deal with it for them, I would, because I know just how hard and desperate and sad and lonely those times are. But also I can promise you that you will get better. Each day is going to get a little tiny bit easier. Allow yourself to cry, allow yourself to grieve. It's a huge process you're going through. But also I just wanted to share my story and something that I'm really excited for, that now I've kind of come through that phase with kind of a recent breakup, and just how happy I am about certain aspects of that relationship, and how the breakup really taught me something. I did watch a TED talk actually called a breakup doesn't have to break you, and it's about the positive side of going through a breakup. Believe it, there can be some tiny bit of positivity in a breakup. I think the most amazing thing for me is I can look back now on the time I met my ex, and it still today it feels so fresh, and like that first minute I saw him, it was like the most beautiful moment in my life, that I've experienced. It was so beautiful. It was just like the energy, the first time I touched him, all that kind of stuff. It was just it's electric. It was beautiful. It was something that I will always take with me, and that I was until I experience something similar again, which I know I will, and better, hopefully, no, but it will be better. But I'm so happy I don't know, of the good times I allowed myself to experience. And ultimately this person came into my life, but I allowed myself to experience that love. I allowed my body was giving off these my chemical change in my mind was happening because of love. I was allowing myself to fall. I was allowing myself to be silly and naive and giggly and giddy in love, and that's beautiful. That's something I will never ever forget. Obviously the other side of that is the breakup, which is of course really tough. But I think what I can draw back on now is that we're two different people. We're two different people with two different stories. The person I broke up with wasn't the person I fell in love with, and I'm sure vice versa. I lost myself in the relationship, and I think a decent relationship, you face problems together, it doesn't push you apart, and that didn't happen. We obviously grew apart as soon as we went for a breakup. He was off sleeping with somebody else and then telling me he still loved me, and I was just like, that's not the love, that's not love. Like, if you can't stop yourself from having sex with someone, you're probably not the person I want to have in my life. We all make mistakes, and that's cool, but so that's love. I think from that my heart has remained open. I've been bruised, it's been battered and bruised, and that's my own doing. There's only so much I can sit there and go, oh well, he hurt me and this breakup hurt me. No, I allowed myself by being codependent or being needy, being all these things, giving away too much of myself, trusting too much in somebody, not trusting my gut instincts. I allowed this relationship to go on for too long. I allowed this person to treat me in a certain way. I became this person that isn't me. I was allowing him to encourage me to increase my antidepressants when actually he should have been my antidepressant. But I was allowing him to shame me. I think looking back on things, it was such just a repeated cycle that I've repeated quite a lot through my life, and I've always attracted like these narcissists or these manipulative people, and I become this complete codependent and just lose total, control, I guess, of the situation, and I just don't recognise myself anymore, and that's quite scary. So I know that, going on to the next relationship, or I'm starting to date and stuff, and I'm not gonna listen to people's bullshit anymore. If it doesn't ring true, then I'm just move on. Like I love me now. I love my life now. I don't need anybody in my life to validate what I'm doing. And I gave too much of myself away, and my friends suffered, my family suffered because of this relationship, and I didn't realise quite. They have to listen to and see how much I'm hurting, and that's not cool. And they deserve more than that from me now as well. But going on to my future, so I think, I'm so open now to loving people, to loving, loving the world. I love the beauty of the world. I love nature. I love people. I have compassion. I don't hate anybody. Like, I don't want to hate. To me, to hate somebody that has wronged you is just, you might as well be in love with them still, because they're such similar emotions. You're investing energy into this person who's hurt you, and you just need to be completely indifferent to them. They're not the person they were anyway. They're a shell now. That they have their life. Then you can't hold on to these dreams that you had with them and think that they're that person, because those dreams died. You're grieving these dreams. You're grieving the loss of this relationship. So you've got to it takes time, but you've got to allow that to go now. You've got to. I've been doing a lot of emotional cord cutting, meditation. My friend did it to me on the beach, and it's it's such strange, because you're kind of sitting there with your higher self, and contacting their higher self, and detaching that emotional attachment, and it's so sad, because you're releasing all of this dream, and this quite childhood innocence about you just wanted it to work, and it didn't. But I think as long as you can learn from it, then it's not time wasted. It's probably went on too long, but it's not time wasted. It's just a little bit about love, and it's something I really am passionate about. It's something I want to specialise, believe it or not, in my life coaching, is love and relationships. So you'll hear more about that, but thank you for listening to this little insight, and take care.